Thank you, Phyllis. Good morning, Unity of Bloomington. Welcome, whether you're joining us here in the chapel or whether you're joining us online, you are welcome, and thank you for being here. My name is Mary Ellen. I'll be your service leader today. Here at Unity of Bloomington, we believe and we practice that we do and give our best by living the truth we know. And that truth is that we are one. And we are one with the mystery. Today, I have never been more grateful to be with you, to be a part of this community that lives with love and a practice, the consciousness of oneness. So let's join together in speaking our vision and mission statement. We are a heart-centered community seeking spiritual awakening and transformation by deepening our connections with God, self, and others. So let's sing together. You can either stay seated or stand for this one. We're going to sing, I Claim a Blessing.
In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. This is how I start my day, knowing good is on the way. I am claiming perfect health, love and laughter, friends and well. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. With conviction undeterred, power of the spoken word, take my life and redefine, break the shackles of my mind. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I lift my thoughts in higher ground, knowing miracles are all around. Each day unfolds just as it should when I'm focusing on my good. Life is filled with opportunity. I wonder what good will happen to me. Ooh, I claim a blessing. Ooh, I claim a blessing. Ooh, I claim a blessing. Ooh, I claim a blessing.
So right now it's our stand. Usually this is our namaste moment, but we are going to have a conversation. But before that, 10-0 undefeated Hoosiers! Just saying, number 8 ranked in the nation, and I saw a football coach from some other, division, I don't know the football word, conference, who said that people were trying to talk smack about the Hoosiers, that they had a soft schedule. And this man from another conference said, I don't want them in my conference. They have destroyed everyone they have played. They can stay right where they are. So much to celebrate, Let's just take a moment, bring our hands to our heart, and to see the divine in each one of us and to give a namaste greeting. I'm going to ask you go ahead and sit down. I'm going to ask the co-leader of this church, of this center, Joni, to come and stand with me. Left, right, what are we doing? So I reached out to Joni as my partner here. People have been reaching out to me. Oh my God, Minnassa, this election has me feeling this way. I'm depressed. I can't do this, and I can't wait to hear what you're going to do on Sunday. So I reached out to Joni. I'm like, I'm doing a message on gratitude. That is what we're doing. But at the same time, I understand that people are feeling some kind of way. And this is not politics. This is a pastoral care and leadership care. But I want to be for real, for real. Can I? So, and this brought it home to me while I was at Kathy's house doing my laundry. Yes, our laundry washing machine still has not been fixed. That a young lady that I've known since she was 8, that's 45 years, reached out to me yesterday, just devastated. She said, I can't believe Chris and Lori voted for the person who has been declared the winner. So first I'm like, Chris and Lori, who are these people? And then I'm like, oh, Chris is her uncle, my friend from college. This is a good man, a godly man, a loving man. And she said, I don't understand. And I was shook. But let me be honest, that while many of you couldn't function or move the next day, I had to look at Gail and say, all is well. And then she said, all is well back to me. And I said, we've got to get our passports. We've got to get our birth certificates. I have our marriage license. Because if we have to get out of this country, we're going to need those papers. Lily called me. I may never get to hold my biological grandchild because she's afraid that if she gets pregnant and something goes wrong with that pregnancy, she doesn't want to bleed out at your beautiful new hospital. So she's talking about getting her tubes tied. I had to send emails to my trans friends because they may lose their access to their life-affirming medication. And so I have a friend that's the executive director of a trans organization. And I'm sending information saying this is how you can still stay true to who you are. So yes, while many of you are devastated, I'm on the front line of losing my rights. Say, well, you're safe here in Bloomington. Jody, what is the name of that restaurant I told you I wouldn't go back to?
Cloverleaf.
I told her I'm not going back to Cloverleaf. I went there with her 2 Sundays and was treated with prejudice. I said, well, that's because you're being too sensitive. Okay, miss me with that. Miss me with that. Don't say that. And so, in the midst of all that, I still have hope. Because Harry Potter told me that the good will win. Star Wars told me the light will win.
Amen.
And every spiritual philosophy has told us the good will win. And so someone sent me this. I saw it posted on Facebook. I shared it with my co-leader, and we want to share this with you. I think there's some real truth in this video. Okay, Seb.
Something is trying to be born. Hi friends, I'm Brian McLaren. I'm a former pastor. I'm an author. I've written over 20 books on the spiritual life and contemporary crises. Something is trying to be born, and something is dying. Here's what's dying. A world of white supremacy is dying. A world of dominating, angry, greedy men without empathy is dying. A world without concern for planet Earth itself, that world is dying. A world of violence and power, of religious supremacy, a world that measures value by wealth, not health. That kind of world is dying. A world that works by domination and exclusion, not by collaboration and connection. That kind of world is dying. A world of me first, not we first. That kind of world is dying. And like a dying, cornered animal, that dying world bears its teeth and its claws, and it will destroy as much as it can before it's done. If you only look at what is dying, you'll feel despair. But something else is trying to be born. Don't forget about it. It's not as loud and angry as what is dying, but it's far more important. What is being born is beautiful, and you know because you feel it. It's being born in you. The pain of these moments, they might feel like death pains, but they're really labor pains. The darkness, as my friend Valerie Kaur says, is simultaneously the darkness of the tomb for what is dying, and it's the darkness of the womb for what is trying to be born. Be strong and of good courage, my friends. We are in this together. Something is dying, but something is trying to be born.
So I have some books, because I'm a nerd, that I think would be good. So do we have those set? So this is Cracking the Healer's Code. This is a book about unconscious prejudice bias. And it's a way for all of us to look at ourselves, to turn within. A beautiful woman that I'm learning to love and adore more and more told me she doesn't have a right to be upset about the election because she didn't do anything other than vote to make a difference. This is how we begin. And we have another book. So this is a book by Tim Wise, Between Barack and a Hard Place. And he talks about the 2016 election as a blowback to having an intelligent, well-educated black man running the show for 8 years. And Tim Wise is someone who speaks to liberal Americans, and he is a white man himself. So Between Barack and a Hard Place, and then the next one I think is Dear White America. So if you would like to do a book club or a book study on any of these books, come and speak with this young lady right here for January, so that we can not only be concerned, but we can be a part of the healing and moving forward. Any questions or comments? Yes, Joni and I talked about I have been in ICU, and death is a hot mess. I've also gave birth to a child. We talked about that. And birth can be a hot mess. So be a people of faith. I'm not saying that what happened was right or wrong. But what I'm saying is it's an opportunity for us to be people of faith, to continue to shine our light, and to be a transformative presence in this world. Even with the most loving, kind person, or whoever you love as the president, we still need to be about love and light. Yes?
I would just say that when Hillary didn't get elected, I thought I was going to throw up right after I found that out. And this time, when Kamala got beat, I know that I've grown in that time because my heart felt different. It didn't feel like it was dying. So what I decided to do, and I told my sister this, but if any of you are my friends on Facebook, you know I only put positive things on there. I just only put positive. But I also don't want negative on my feed. So man, I have snoozed so many people. I said, see ya in 30 days. Boom, snooze. Because I think it's our responsibility to be positive and show love. we have got to put love out there, because if we don't, then we're causing more problems than we are fixing. And you know what? Attitude, oh wait a minute. Gratitude. I bought this shirt this week. I told my sister, I'm going to buy that shirt. I'm going to buy me a gratitude shirt. Because it may not turn out the way I wanted it, but I am thankful that we have the opportunity to spread love and make the world a better place. And if we don't, it's on us.
Well said. Well said. You got it. Good? All right. I think it's me next, Mary. So let us pray. I want to make sure that no one thinks that I'm saying that Donald Trump is a horrible person and I'm all traumatized. I'm an American, and this is who my fellow Americans voted for. And so I stand as an American, and I'll do everything I can. Whether the president is Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, I wish it could have been Mr. Rogers. I will do everything I can to make this country the best place it can be. Let's just take a breath in and out. Grateful for it all. Grateful for the confusion and the what the heck and what's going on. And grateful that, just as Leanne said, the light is within us, the love is within us, and this is an opportunity to walk our talk. May the divine within all of us form a circle around this state, this country. May the divine within each of us bless America. And may we move forward from sea to shining sea with love, light, and healing. And so it is.
There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. At least 100 ways for me to receive. I embrace my good and I do believe. There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. At least 100 ways for me to believe. And countless blessings that I now receive. There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. There are at least 100 ways my good is coming to me. My good is coming to me. My good is coming to me.
Today's inspirational reading comes from the Daily Word. I receive with a grateful heart. I have learned from as early as I can remember that it's better to give than to receive. Of course, giving is important, a way to practice generosity and bring blessings into the lives of others. But when I receive graciously, I am blessing the giver that they might feel joy in the giving. I am acknowledging God as the source of all the good in my life, opening myself to the love and care of Spirit as a flower opens itself to the sun. My good comes from all kinds of channels, and I receive with a glad and open heart. I don't question whether I deserve my life's gifts. I am a dear child of God, deserving of every good thing.
When my day goes the way that I think it should, I am blessed. Superman. It's so easy to remember who I am. I know I am blessed. I am blessed. Every day, every week, each and every moment. I am blessed. Here it comes. But every day isn't easy, so the trick of a lifetime is to know we are blessed. Whatever may be, I have only to see with a different perspective to realize everything's a blessing for me. When the worry and strife seem to gather round, I am blessed. When my life seems to turn upside down, I am blessed. Though my days may be weary and sad and long, and my sleep's interrupted by all that seems wrong, I try to remember what makes me strong. I am blessed. I am blessed. Every day, every week, each and every moment. I am blessed. My life is a gift, so no matter what happens, the good and the bad have a reason to be. I have only to see with a different perspective to realize everything's a blessing for me. I am blessed. I am blessed. Every day, every week, each and every moment. I am blessed. I have only to see with a different perspective to realize everything's a blessing for me. Everything's a blessing for me.
Seb, do you mind rolling it back to the slide that's before this one that we just had? The slide that shows, yes, those words and music were done by Phyllis Whitler. Thank you so very much. So 3 sons left home, went out on their own, and prospered. Getting together for Christmas, they discussed the gifts they were able to give their elderly mother. The first son said, "I built a big house for our mother." The second son said, "I sent her a Mercedes." The third smiled and said, "I've got you both beat. You remember how Mom enjoyed reading the Bible? And you know she can't see very well. So I sent her a remarkable parrot that recites the entire Bible. It took elders in the church 12 years to teach the parrot. He is one of a kind. Mom just has to name chapter and verse, and the parrot recites it." Soon thereafter, Mom sent out her letters of thanks. "Dear Milton," she wrote one son, The house you built is too huge. I live only in one room, but I have to keep the whole house clean. Dear Gerald, she wrote to another, I'm too old to travel. I stay at home most of the time, so I rarely use the Mercedes. Dearest Donald, she wrote to her third son, you have the good sense to know what your mother likes. That chicken was delicious. Ooh. So my message title this morning is Grateful to Receive. She was grateful for that yummy, yummy chicken. And our focus text for today is ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open. For everyone who asks receives. The one who seeks finds. And the one who knocks the door will be open. Last week we discussed gratitude as a consciousness, an attitude, and a way of being. So today I want to discuss part of the consciousness of gratitude, which is having a mindset of being grateful to receive. So even our daily word talked about it. Be like, Minnassa, don't you know that God loves a cheerful giver? Yes. But what I also know is that the spiritual path is a path of balance. That when receiving is balanced with giving, you're not only healthier in body, mind, and spirit, you give yourself the key to unlock the door to your goals, your hopes, and your dreams. So Chinese philosophies such as Buddhism and Taoism has taught us for centuries. We all wear it, here it is, the symbol of the yin-yang, interconnectedness, oneness, that it is an eternal dance of balance. So receive and give and receive, being healthy, being a grateful receiver is healthy, and it's a necessary part of our spiritual life. When we give cheerfully and accept gratefully, everyone is blessed. While I lived in Long Beach, I took a class at my spiritual center there, Seal Beach Center for Spiritual Living, and I took a class on the spirituality of receiving. So this was our textbook for the class, The Power of Receiving. And we had an assignment to where we're supposed to write the most lavish, more outlandish the better, of what you have in your life, how you are in your life. So mine started something like, I woke up to the smell of our executive chef cooking, my favorite breakfast, and Gail and I went down the stairs and were served by our wait staff, our coffee and our tea. Then we went upstairs to find our clothes laid out by our valet, and we got dressed, and then our chauffeur came to the front door and drove us to Long Beach Airport, where we got on our G4 and flew to the Maldives, where our villa there was waiting, and our staff, y'all know I can do. Right? Like I told Gail, please don't spend more than $10,000 on any gift you buy me, right? So that was the assignment. And everyone, just lavish, just out there. And then there was one lady in the class who said, I didn't do the assignment. I felt it was wrong. We shouldn't be asking and wanting big things like that. And she felt horrible that's how she felt. So someone said, well, the teacher, Reverend Juanita, said, well, when your children say, what do you want for Mother's Day or for your birthday? She goes, well, I just tell them they can go over to Home Depot and buy me some seeds and I'll plant something. Right? That she was so, she was in tears trying to explain to us how she felt she couldn't ask and have big things. And that, and of course, this is old theology. Original sin. That amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Right? That is the old theology that is in our minds. And then society tells you have no value. If If you don't look perfect like this person, or you aren't keeping up with the Kardashians or the Joneses, or you don't have this purse, you're not wearing this perfume, you don't matter. And so all that, and then of course for women, our socialization is take care of everybody else. I remember one Thanksgiving my family has Thanksgiving at 1 o'clock. So we're all sitting at the table, and we're not going to eat until my aunt comes, and we're like, Aunt Patty. And so finally, she wasn't in the kitchen, so my cousin went. She had just fallen asleep sitting on her bed because she had just poured out. And so this challenge of being grateful to receive can really seem against what we have been taught. But back to sort of my mantra these last 4 or 5 weeks is that when you align with the divine mind, you're worthy of everything. Just like Phyllis's song said. Or what was the song we just sang? I'm worthy of everything, all good comes to me. That is divine mind. There is nothing that is too good that we can't have. Louise Hay puts it this. Oh, do I have my? Thank you, Seb. First of all, you got to have your mind right that you are worthy to receive. And that was the woman in my class's challenge. She didn't feel worthy. And that can be a hard place. You have to feel worthy to receive. Throwing off that old theology. All right. Next slide, Seb. Being open to receive. Louise Hay put it this way. I am open and receptive to all the good and abundance in the universe. That is a statement of I am worthy. And it's how you begin to be grateful for what comes into your life. So what is the first step to being grateful for receiving? So back to our focus text comes this. Ask and you shall receive. Asking is the beginning of receiving. And then make sure you don't go to the ocean with the teaspoon. When you want to receive, don't be like, well, here's my little 1/4 cup measuring cup you can give. No. Take a 45, go to Lowe's and get like a 45-gallon something that they have there. That's what you're holding for your blessings. Gigantic. That is a heart that is grateful to receive. And of course, we're all good Americans, right? So we're talking about things. I have things. I'm grateful for my things. But being grateful to receive is more than about receiving things. I am grateful for who I am and for what I have. My thanksgiving is perpetual. Be grateful for who you are. You know, as a black woman, I'm not welcomed everywhere, but I go wherever I want. I am grateful. I am the child of Donna Johnson and Earl Willis, and I could not be more proud. When Gail say, are you leaving the house like that? You're going to be cold. I say, I'm the daughter of Donna Johnson. All right, why do I say that? Because my mother has raised me from October 1st to May 1st. You wear a camisole or a tank top under your clothes. I am always layered. I am grateful for that. I am the mother of Lily Elizabeth Williams. And most days, I am grateful for it. She's not here yet, but she's bringing some tarts, so don't tell her I said that because I want to get one. Right? Today, I'm a proud Bloomingtonian. Is that the right word? Bloomingtonian. Yeah. I'm grateful for who I am, a hot mess on some days. Frightened on some days. Overwhelmed on some days. But I'm the best friend you'll ever have. We have to acknowledge who we are, that it's not the things that make us something. It's the person that we are, the spiritual, eternal being that we are. If we can be grateful for having received all that, then the things are grateful as well. But part of being grateful to receiving is, are you grateful to receive new ideas? Right? Because like, oh yeah, I'm grateful. I love all of it. And then when someone says, hey, I want to present you with a new idea, like, oh, you better back up. Right? I am receptive to new ideas and perspectives. That's how love begins. That's how healing begins. That's how light begins, when you're able to be open to new ideas and new perspectives. And this has been very challenging for me because I'm working with the youngins, social media. I got Sierra and Kat, and they are just like, sometimes I just sit in my office like, just like, right? And I have to be open. They're like, well, no, Minnassa, we need to do it like this. I'm like, well, can you, like, so I'm like, here's my boomerness on display. Can you do this without this affecting this? And they're like, yes. Well, can you do this without it, right? Because I don't know. But I have to be open to that and be open to new information and be able to integrate it. Can you be grateful for those things? I remember Lily called me traumatized. She had a friend who was transitioning to be a woman, and she loved her before she was a her, or before she was able to step into her herness, and she was afraid. This was something new. I was afraid too, because I'm like, you know, she was going to the West Hollywood LGBTQ center. I'm like, hormones and stuff, are there doctors there? Are there, like, I was all up in the biz. Like, you can't just be going and just some weird people giving you shots of stuff, right? It was a new perspective. So she assured me that there was a doctor there and a nurse and all those things. But it was scary at first, right? Because how many women here know what your hormones can do to you if they're out of balance or stuff, right? How many of you men know what a woman's hormones out of balance can do to you, right? I see most of the men are like, oh, you ain't getting me on that, Minnassa. I'm with you. I'm with you, right? And so again, but it's new information. I'm taking a class, my first Unity class, Metaphysics 1, and what are they talking about? Not using the name God. Why? Because it triggers people. Not that God is bad. And I was like, sheesh, but it's true. So I have to learn how to integrate that in my messages, what we're moving forward, because I think there's a real truth in that. So we can say God or goddess. Well, now we've created a duality that God is some, right? Man, woman, right? And we're one. And so all those things, can I integrate that? And this really is a message to open the door of our heart and be grateful to receive it all. All right, I'm ready for my next quote. So this woman, Amanda Owen, is the woman who wrote the book that was part of my class. I have a saying, receive everything, decide later, which reminds me to be open to possibilities instead of closing the doors too quickly. Just receive it all, right? This isn't about, just receive it all. You know what fits with you, but if something really challenges you, maybe take a look at it again and say, Now, are there some things that I am not open to? I am not going to have liver and onions at your house. I don't care, right? But, you know, Joe might have some Italian way of fixing that food. Cover it in pasta and stuff. I'll probably be, right? Chowing it down. But what are those things? My mother told me, I can't come to your and Denise, Gail's wedding. You know I don't believe in that. And I had my peace with that. But Gail gets a birthday card and gift, Christmas card and gift. My mom, our mail got mixed up here for a little bit and went back to her. My mother called me because she wants to send Gail a get well card, but she wants to make sure. So she's had to take in this new perspective. And I honor her for that. So sometimes stuff that seems strange, seems different, I don't get it. Can you be grateful to receive? It's like an opportunity. And to keep what works, what you're getting ready to throw away, just take a look at it a couple times before you toss it, and then be able to move forward. But sometimes you just shut the door. And that could be that real blessing. It could be that opportunity to grow. It could be that opportunity to evolve. It could be that opportunity to step into your greater yet to be. People say, I asked God for a cake. and it never came. And then you go to that person's house and they have flour, eggs, butter, milk, right? They have the ingredients. Sometimes that's how we draw stuff to us. We don't draw it in its completeness, but we get the parts. And if we can take that perspective back and say, oh, I am grateful for this. Oh, this is the ingredients for a cake, the very thing I asked for. But again, are we grateful to receive? Does the thing we ask for have to come in the way that we ask? But if we have a heart to say, I know that all things are working together for my good. I know that my good comes to me in many ways. And that even on my worst day, when things are not going the way that I want, I can still be grateful and receive even the bad things as a sign to go left or right, keep moving forward, as a chance to practice my faith, to walk the talk. All of those things are ways that we grow and evolve and come into our greater yet to be. I end this time together because I'm trying to get to the soup with this quote from Deepak Chopra. Today I will gratefully receive all the gifts that life has to offer me. I will receive the gifts of sunlight and the sound of birds, or the deers running across my backyard, the chipmunks, right? Or I stood in an hour at Wingstop. I was the oldest person in that room getting us some wangs. But I was grateful. And I'm grateful for these fall rain. I will also be open to receiving from others, whether it is in the form of a material gift, a compliment, or a prayer. I am grateful for it all, and I'm grateful to receive it all. And so it is. Today, as we look in the mirror and we look at our beautiful selves, can we state with certainty that the face looking back at us in that mirror is the face of the divine? And that when I look at people in this beautiful sanctuary, in this sacred and loving space, can I say I see the face of divine? And when there are people that I disagree with, who are expressing themselves in a way I don't like, when I look at them, I am still seeing the face of the divine. I invite you in this time to turn within. Where can you make room for more of your divine identity? to be more of the magnificent, fabulous, wonderful, miraculous, powerful person that you are. From within, we can touch and see eternity. As we step into the silence, look at the mirror of who you are and touch the eternal part of yourself.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
We prepare now to show our gratitude for what we continue to receive. There are several ways to contribute to Unity of Bloomington. Checks or cash are always welcome, or you can use the text to give button on the screen or the donate button on the website. As the offering bags are passed, you may want to bless the bags and their contents. If you're new to us, please fill out one of the blue visitor forms in the pocket of the chair in front of you with your first impressions. Prayer request forms are also available in the pocket. Both of these forms may be dropped into the offering bag as it is passed. The greeters, please come forward. Please join me in speaking our abundance affirmation together. I am an abundant being in an abundant universe. I am not dependent on people or situations for my good. God is the source of my supply. I always have something to give, and I consistently give it. I expect the best, I give my best, and I now attract the best in every experience.
Now thank we all our God with heart and hands and voices, who wondrous things has done, in whom the world rejoices.
back forward. And then please join me in our offering blessing together. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am grateful. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to do some announcements, and we'll start with Minnassa. Okay.
Well, Luis and Melissa, please come up, and we can give them a hand. These are our two newest members. And so, oh, look at this. Oh, yeah. Patent leather in the house. Luis, were you the greeter today?
Yes, I was.
Were you the greeter last week?
Yeah.
Look at them serving, and y'all look at Carol and Bob back there. The elders of the church serving. They were greeters before. That's how we get down, and I want to honor that. You know what? Because people can get here and be like, oh, I've been here 20 years, I ain't doing that. So thank you. And then look at here. Look at here. Look at here. So this is a certificate. It's joyfully awarded to Louise and Melissa. This certificate is given in recognition of your membership at Unity of Bloomington as of November 2024, signed by the official people, Joni and I. Now, let me make sure this is okay. All right, Phyllis, what are we doing now? We sing some song. We say, oh, your flowers.
Roses.
Hopefully we'll have so many people joining that I'll be better at this eventually.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, Dan, prophesy. That's right. So hands extended. We bless you. We truly, truly appreciate you. We behold the Christ in you. Thank you. Oh, wait. Monica, do you want to get a picture of? Yeah. All right. This is. That's it. Hope I remember to suck my stomach in. Thank you.
More and more to receive. Today is our Fall Soup Sunday. Yeah. There's plenty of food, so even if you didn't bring something, please stay and eat with us. Next week, the fabulous Melanie DeMore will be with us. She will sing with our Unity Choir in the Sunday morning service, and then she will host a community sing that is open to the public from 12 to 1 in the afternoon. Love offerings will be accepted with a $10 to $20 suggested donation. We're doing a lot of publicity in the Bloomington community, so please plan to come and bring your friends. We are asking you to share your gratitude with our neighbors who are in need at the community kitchen. For the next 2 weeks, we'll have tubs in the lobby for donations for the community kitchen's annual Thanksgiving food drive. They are requesting typical Thanksgiving dinner items, things like stuffing mix, cranberry sauce, and rolls. The request list is out in the lobby on the wall over the tubs for donations. Please be generous and bring items in for the next 2 Sundays. And Minnassa has another announcement.
Yeah, so I wanted to talk about, Seb, can we go back to Melanie DeMore? That yes, this is a 3-time Grammy nominee, world-class singer. But I want to let you know she's going to be backed by a world-class choir. Right? I was at the practice yesterday, and we were awesome.
Yes, they were. Very much so. Looking forward to it.
That's right. And Phyllis was cracking the whip. So very good. So
Nicely.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let me smile for the camera. Okay. Leanne, Mary, do we have a card? We do. So if you remember that Leanne shared her heart about just some real challenges happening at her high school, where she is the temporary principal, is that? Yeah. And so we want to support them. So we created some ribbons. Michelle created some beautiful ribbons, and they've already been passed out to the faculty, but we have ribbons for the students. Correct, Mary? Do we need to do anything?
We have to sign the card.
So the card is outside to sign them because, right, this isn't about just us. This is, again, sending love and light. And if you remember your high school, my senior year was the best year of my life. And to have death, people in your family, so we want to love on these young kids. Anything else, Leanne?
Thank you so much.
All right, all right.
All right. Let's join together for our prayer for protection. The light of love surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Thank you. So let's form our circle and join hands and sing, "Let There Be Peace on Earth."